Hey guys, it's Margaret. Planning and organizing a trip can be super overwhelming, especially if you're going abroad. It takes tons of work and planning just to do it properly. But lucky for you, I've done it before. So on today's episode of Plan With Me, I'm gonna show you guys all of my best tips and tricks on planning a trip in your bullet journal. But before I dive in, make sure you subscribe to 17's YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any future bullet journaling tips and tricks. The first layout I'm going to show you guys is my ultimate bucket list for all of your traveling adventures. It works if you're planning a specific trip, or you can make it more general so that it applies to all of the trips you want to take in the next 5 or so years. I'm going to be basing my spreads on my upcoming trip to Italy. I've never been, I'm super excited, and I can't wait. To start, I drew 2 columns of 16 horizontal lines that are 14 boxes long, leaving 4 boxes in between each column so that you have space for what will be the check boxes of your bucket list. Next, I simply drew the check boxes on the right side of the lines. Then, I numbered each line on the left side of the line. About 3 boxes above my list, I created a world map. When you are ready to draw your world map, I urge you to pencil out all of the continents first before going in with a black marker. You can make this as big or small as you want, but I suggest making it as large as possible so that you can fit all of your bucket list items on it. At the top of the page, I wrote out my title, The Ultimate Travel Bucket List. To finish this page off, you can add some airplane tick marks like I did in the opening page so that everything looks cohesive and clean. Then, color in wherever you would like. I decided to color in the different continents in my map different colors. To use this spread, every time you think of a new place you want to visit, you can add it to the list section at the bottom of the page. And then, once you visit that place, you can check off the corresponding checkbox. If you want to get a bit fancier, you can add a little push pin to the place you visited on the map, like I did here. The next spread I absolutely need in my bullet journal is a page dedicated to my trip itinerary. It'll basically be a general overview of all of the information I need on my trip, like travel dates and flight info. The first thing I did was draw out 3 long rounded rectangles overlapping each other. I then divided each rounded rectangle into 2 large boxes and 1 small box. I continued by drawing a horizontal line at the top of each of the large 2 boxes. I decided to turn these sections into airplane tickets by drawing a barcode in the small box at the end. I gave each ticket a drop shadow, which if you've been watching my videos, you know I love to do. Next, I took a light color and colored in the top section of each ticket, and then took a second accent color and colored in the ticket stub at the end. I finished off these tickets by writing in the cities I'll be flying through in the top section and the flight info in each of the corresponding large boxes. On the bottom section of the page, I drew a long rectangle that is 27 by 3. I then divided the rectangle into 9 3 by 3 boxes. This is going to be my big picture view of which city I'll be in on each day. Just remember that this is just for my particular trip, so you can divide up your mini calendar into as many days as needed for your trip. Below that, I drew a circle for each city that I'm going to visit during my trip. Then, next to each circle, I labeled the city I will be traveling to and colored in each city a different color. After that, I wrote out the days of the week that I'll be away on my trip and the month I'm going to be gone. To use this page, I simply colored in the days of the week that I'm going to be in each city. With a corresponding color, I assigned it below. To finish up this page, I wrote out my title Itinerary Overview. I decided to lay out the title above and below the fake airplane tickets just because I think it makes the page look more dynamic. To fill out this page, I drew a passport behind the tickets and airplanes flying all across the page. When I was satisfied with all of my doodles, I colored them all in. This is one of my favorite pages because it combines tons of movement with lots of information that I'll need on my trip. Okay, real talk. One of the least fun things about planning a trip is figuring out what to pack. It's super stressful and I always seem to forget the most basic items like a toothbrush and socks. So I've come up with a way to tackle packing without the stress. It's a page in your bullet journal dedicated to a packing list. On this page, we're going to use doodle suitcases to organize the types of items that you will need to pack for your trip. The way I did this was I drew out 6 different suitcases varying in size, shape, and style. Varying the size and shape will make the page feel more lively. To make the suitcases lists, I added horizontal lines in all 6 bags and colored them all in different colors. Next, I categorized all of the items I would need to pack into essentials, wardrobe, toiletries, miscellaneous, tech, and beauty and skincare. Lastly, I added the title packing list to the top left corner. Now that you have this page, you won't forget anything and you will be stress-free when packing. Except, of course, when you have to pick out your outfits so you can get a good gram. One of the most important tasks when planning a trip is to have everything you want to see, eat, and do all scheduled out. That's why I decided to dedicate 2 pages in my bullet journal to list out all of the restaurants, sites, and activities I want to experience on my trip. I personally cannot wait to try all of the amazing pasta in Italy. The first thing I did was draw 6 rectangles that I later will turn into postcards. Each rectangle should be around 22 by 15. I then divided all but the top left postcard in half with a vertical line and labeled each postcard with a different city that I'm going to visit on my trip. I decided to leave the top left postcard blank for now so that I can put the title in it later. If you are not going to 5 different cities, you can always use the extra postcard for a to-do list or reminder list. And if you're lucky enough to go to more than 5 cities, you can always flip the page and copy the template I am walking you through now. Next, I gave each postcard a thin dash border and divided each postcard into 3 sections for restaurants, sites, and activities. In the empty space on the side of each postcard, I drew a circle with lines in it to create a section for any notes or information that I will need for each city, such as the price of a tour or a recommendation of food I got from a friend for the restaurant I am going to. At this point, you have the base of the spread completed. Now, it's time to jazz up the page by adding Polaroids with little images from cities and fake doodle paper clips holding them all together. Not to toot my own horn, but I think it's looking great. Lastly, I went back to the first postcard and wrote itinerary breakdown in cute calligraphy and doodled some accents inside of it. Then I colored in the notes and Polaroids completely and highlighted the postcards and the stamp. I think this page turned out so cute, and I know that it is going to be super helpful when trying to get all of my ducks in a row when planning a trip, especially a trip abroad. This next spread is not so much a planning spread, but it's more of a way to log your experiences during your trip. You never want to come home from your trip and not remember all of the best places you ate and fun things you did, especially when people are asking you, what did you see? What was the best part of your trip? That's why I decided to do a memory log. I see this spread in a bunch of bullet journalers' videos and Instagrams, and I knew the second I saw it that I had to include it in my travel section of my bullet journal. For me, I decided to go with a fun Polaroid string wall for my memory log. To do this, draw 2 wavy lines across both pages and add little push pins throughout. Make sure to leave some space while you are drawing the lines for the Polaroid pictures. Next, I drew 5 Polaroids on the top and 6 on the bottom, making sure to leave space at the top of the string to draw a doodle clothespin. I finished each Polaroid off with a clothespin on the top. I always love to include both photos and written notes in my journal when I travel. So I decided to break up the Polaroid by alternating between lines for little journal entries and a place photo here reminder so that you remember to place all of your photos there. I also love to remember the date and place of each memory. So in the bottom section of each Polaroid, I wrote date and place. At the end of each trip, I always love recapping my favorite moments. So I also created 2 circular Post-its held up by pushpins on each page where I can write all of this down. To make the spread more exciting, I decided to doodle a camera at the top of each page, leaving space for my title. To finish off this spread, I wrote memory log and colored everything in. This is such a great spread to have in your bullet journal while planning a trip because it will be amazing to look back to see all of the great places you went and things you did. Now that you laid out the foundation for planning your trip, you'll be all set for any future adventure. I really hope that this video keeps you organized and stress-free while planning your next big getaway. Comment below what trips you're planning in your bullet journal, and as always, make sure you subscribe to 17's YouTube channel for more bullet journaling tips and tricks. Ciao!